Hi, I'm Matthew, and this is,
I'm Julian.
and we are from the Singapore FinTech Association, the InsurTech Subcommittee. We're here today at the Insure Innovator Connect Asia 2025.
We're in Singapore today, and you can find out more on our socials to see all the coverage on this event.
Hi, we're here at IIC Asia 2025, and I have an expert here on claims. Why don't you introduce yourself, right, to our audience out there?
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm Tarik. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Qantev, a company that is based in Paris and that specializes in health claims operations. What we do is that we build an AI claims platform to help insurers streamline their operations when it comes to dealing with medical claims.
When you talk about insurance, right, claims is always the big thing and all, right? So, in your opinion, what do you see are the biggest inefficiencies in today's health insurance claims?
Today, there is in the claim value chain, specifically in the health business line, there is a lot of different challenges, starting with data registration. The challenge of any insurer is to have as much information as possible to adjudicate and to act on the different signals that he receives. And at this step, there is still a lot of information that is submitted through claims that is not registered by insurers, and thus is weakening everything that comes downstream when it comes to analyzing, adjudicating a claim, analyzing fraud,
Right.
and all other kind of initiatives that the insurer can take using data-driven insights.
Now, on that aspect, how do you define your company's mission today in the broader context of health and life insurance?
So Qantev is built around the idea that we want to help insurers to better extract the data and structure it and register it, the data that is coming through scanned files, medical forms that are coming from hospitals and on and on. And after registering that data and building that high quality data set, being able to derive insight out of it to help their teams, the operations team, to make their decisions faster without doing any mistake that are costly, that are bad for the customer experience. And we want to play on both parts. And it's extremely important to deliver high performance on the first part, on the extraction part, because it's garbage in, garbage out. If you don't achieve something good
Yes.
in upstream, downstream it's going to be low performance.
Wow, I mean, your company, right, have achieved quite a fair bit. In fact, I was looking at my notes and I realized that you've been working with big insurers such as AXA, right, and Bupa. What are these key factors that actually convince such large companies to actually adopt your solution?
Yeah, so we have been lucky to gain the trust of these large behemoths in the space because our solution, beyond achieving a high value for them and ROI for them quite quickly, and it's also the fact that we are specialized. We are not targeting PNC insurance and other business lines of insurers. We are health focused. We understand specifically the challenges of that business line and the challenges of the operational people. And actors, specifically like Bupa, that are only focusing on health, they understand that when they see the value that we bring. And that's really something that has been key for us and that's allowed us to build very strong technological assets that cater specifically to this industry. And that's what allowed us to gain the trust of these actors on a global scale, because beyond being successful in a specific country, those large actors, they love when they see success to bring you to their other markets. And that's what allowed us to scale with them across the globe.
Well, that's very interesting because I think for you are using technology to bring it into a legacy long industry itself. And of course, with AI and these technologies coming up, right, there are definitely some trust gaps because people are saying, AI can't be trusted, things like that. What are your views on this?
Yeah, for sure. And I understand the perspective of the health insurers and the life insurers when it comes to that. We are dealing with human health. It's highly sensitive. And you cannot make mistakes. It's bad. You have people lives in front of you. So that's why for software like ours, platforms like ours, it's important to gain the trust of the players that we work with when it comes to software that is going to help them make those decisions. And it has been quite important for Qantev to. We're not coming in and saying, hey guys, no worries, tomorrow 100% is going to be automated. You can trust us. No, we gain that trust progressively. We come we help the teams that are doing the work manually to do it much better, with much faster, without doing any mistakes. And when we have achieved a quite high level of confidence, then we can trigger some automation.
Right.
But the first step is always to be this kind of partner of this intelligence partner to the operationals, to gain their trust, demonstrate the value that we can bring, the accuracy of our system,
Right.
before moving towards something that is, let's say, more automated.
So on that note, right, how does a successful adoption of Qantev solutions look like?
For us, it's all about the value. It's extremely important to be ROI driven. We don't want. One of the challenges of our industry is that there is many actors that come in and say, "Okay, let's do everything." Us, we focus specifically on a problematic that we can tackle, and for which we can deliver value very quickly. If not, it's going to be a waste of time for both of us and for the client.
Right.
And today, being able to deliver value, I think it's the highest expectation from our customer, and it should be also from the vendor part, is to showcase that if you put in place our solution, you will be able to achieve faster turnaround time, more savings on when it comes to claims leakage and other aspects that are very key to the success of the health insurance operations.
So let me get some insights from you, right, as experts in the claims sector and all, right? Do you think that it will be fully automated, or is there still a need for some human touch?
There's always going to be a need for human touch. As I said, human health is highly sensitive, and it's so diverse. There is so many cases, so many edge cases around the world. Someone that is a 70-year-old that is suffering from a specific type of cancer is not going to have the same patient journey as a 30-year-old with the same cancer. So that's why there is so many, a range that is so broad when it comes to the type of patient journeys, and thus claim journeys. That's, you cannot automate everything. You can get a lot. There is a lot of quick wins that you can achieve, lot of low-hanging fruits. But it's important to understand that when it comes to health, there's always going to be at some point a human in the loop,
Right.
depending on the cases. So that's why Qantev is really shaping its software in that state, helping operator with decision making, and then moving to automation progressively when it's possible, and not forgetting that, again, this is human health. We need to have humans in the loop.
So just a quick curious, which part of the process do you think that the human will not be able to be replaced?
You mean that we are not going to be able to replace in the claim process? I think there's gonna always be this kind of medical assessment that is key when dealing with these cases. You cannot just make contractual decisions when you have very complex medical cases in front of you. For those ones, there are always going to be specialized profile nurses, doctors that are able to assess that. And beyond that, because at that stage it might require interaction. And you need you're not going to generate an automated letter and
Right.
send it to someone that is suffering, that is going through a very
Yes.
difficult time. You need a professional to be able to call, to understand the situation, to analyze the situation, and be able to be a partner. It's not just being a payer nowadays when you are an insurer. You want to be part of you need a relationship, a positive relationship with your members. And for me, still requires human touch. Maybe someday AI can be as empathetic, but for the moment, it's still far away.
We still need that, right?
Oh yeah, empathy cannot be reproduced.
Definitely. One last question before we end this, right, is what is your vision, right, or rather, what do you think about the future of our claims?
The future of claims is about having more deterministic processes. I think it's key for in the industry to not have. It's very frustrating for members when every time they discover they need a new paper, something new to submit just to get their reimbursement. And for me, the future is that the industry needs to standardize that process. It needs to make it clearer for their members, and of course faster and more, let's say, smooth than it is today, and also from a scalability perspective. health insurance is the fastest growing business line in the insurance industry.
Yep.
More and more people are getting health insurance, but we are also seeing aging population, sedentary lifestyle, more chronic disease. So there is an increase of utilization of their insurance and thus more claims. But that you cannot just increase the number of people in your claims department. You need to find scalable solutions to be able to cope with that volume of claims that is increasing very, very fast. And so the future is really to build this capacity through modern software to be able to cope with this, to enhance the work of your teams.
Right.
Also, the teams, they are crumbling under that amount of claims that they need to deal with, sometimes under inefficient processes or very legacy old school tooling that is not adapted. And the idea is really to enhance the capacity of those people to do their job better and in better while providing better experience for their members.
Great insight. Thank you very much for your time here. I
Thank
hope
you.
you enjoyed
Pleasure.
your time here in Asia, in Singapore rather.
Yeah.
I hope to see, right, your company grows big, right, beyond Paris and all.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. I hope you enjoyed our podcast review just now. This podcast review is brought to you by IIC, SFA, and MESSION.
And we hope you enjoyed the Insure Innovator Connect Asia 2025 in Singapore. We sure did.
We're looking forward to meeting you again in our IC future events.
See you next time.
See you next time.
See you. Cheers.